Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, and here is today's news. In America, people are experiencing, or U.S. health experts are saying that there's a variant of COVID-19 called Delta, and it's very contagious. They blame the outbreak of COVID-19 in India and the traveling around the world. It's spreading very easily throughout the US right now. It's a very high risk for people who have not gotten their vaccine. CBS News reported that in Springfield, Missouri, almost 70% of the population is not vaccinated. And in the last month, double the amount of people are being hospitalized for COVID-19. Currently, there is an overfill of patients at the hospital. And except for 2 people, all people that are in the hospital have not received their vaccine. One person that was analyzed, or a health expert told CBS that in areas where there are many groups of people who are not vaccinated, you will expect to see surges of COVID-19 variant. And healthcare providers in the area are experiencing a lot of patients. An interesting thing to look out for with this variant is the age group between or older the older population is receiving the vaccine, but the age range from 30s to 60s have not received the vaccine. And most of the people hospitalized are in their mid-30s. If you have your vaccination, it's less likely that you will get this variant. In Loudoun County School District, there was a board meeting in Northern Virginia. The meeting had to be shut down because of violence between the parents who opposed to equal treatment of transgender students. They blocked this because they think that the teachers should not teach the students about race and racism. NBC4 News said that the parents chanted, "Shame on you. We are the parents that stand up." The school board stopped the meeting, and one man that was 48 was arrested outside the building with blood running down his mouth. See this clip from NBC News. The chair of the school board said they would not back down. They will continue to stand up and support the LGBTQ community during Pride Month. Clearly, the detentions have been related to education on race, which has been a collision between many people's view on a more religious and narrow viewpoint. And students are the one who have to be in the middle of this argument. One newspaper in Hong Kong that is pro-democracy, making it default opposed to the Chinese Communist Party. It announced it would seize its publications because top editors were arrested by police, and the office and its accounts were frozen. The newspaper's name was Apple Daily, and it had around 700 people, staff of 700 people. The New York Times said that this was a result of Chinese government and its new national security law that was passed last year that outlaws the speech expressing protest and against its government. Apple Daily newspaper founder billionaire Jimmy Lau was sentenced to 12 months in prison in April for being a part of a pro-democracy protest in 2019. What this shows is that Hong Kong is under a threat, losing its standing. That is a region that is free of Chinese iron grip. U.S. Supreme Court had a vote from 8 to 1 to support a previous 14-year-old girl, high school girl that was a cheerleader. The school suspended her because she had a posting on Snapchat video discussing many F words and things about the school and cheerleading team for not promoting her to varsity team. The court supported the student because it affirmed a lower court decision and school officials saying that you have no authority to punish students for speech that was commented outside of the school that's unconnected to campus. The Supreme Court said the schools can still discipline and take action of off-campus comments if met a test of being disruptive. For example, many include bullying and harassment. If that happens, they can take action. And basically the court is saying that suspension because of the Snapchat video was excessive and they can't do that. What this means is that schools have to think twice about before taking action against a student that makes a comment on social media. That student is now in college. Her name is Brandy Levy. Vice President Kamala Harris will go visit on Friday for a visit to El Paso, Texas. Axios said Republicans have criticized the vice president, saying that for not visiting the border, and they have singled her out in March. President Joe Biden put her in charge of addressing the surge of migrants at the border. The vice president said that she hadn't gone to the border because she wants to address the issues in Central America and Mexico that are causing people to migrate. It's interesting because former President Donald Trump
plans to visit the border next Wednesday, and the governor of Texas and a group of Republican lawmakers are all going. That is today's top news. I'll see you all tomorrow and stay with the light.